Alrighty guys, very excited to get back with you guys tonight and do another video for you guys. Very excited to talk about AEON'S End and a brand new campaign we're setting up. So if you play through some of the legacy editions and some of the new age and some of the expansions with AEON'S End, you know it comes with like a little campaign where you play with certain mages, you fight one of the nemesis, then you level up and fight a harder, and with you get more mages and stuff. We're going to kind of set up the same thing, our own campaign, and we're going to progress through it. We're going to make up a story. We're going to have all kinds of cool things, so hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. AEON'S End, one of my top favorite games of all time, probably in the top 10 board games of all time. AEON'S End. We do have all the expansions. We have all the goodies out there. So let's talk about the rules when we set up the campaign. So obviously, when we're looking at our gems here, we don't want to have like all the gems the same value, because that's just not the way we're going to do things. So what I want to do is I'm going to be changing out gems and choosing different gems. You have to. We're going to play obviously through 4 level 1 nemesis, a level 2 nemesis, a level 3, and a level 4 nemesis. We're going to play through basically 4 different adventures. And every time we have to change out at least one of all of the cards from the gems, the relics, the spells, and of course our mages. So we're going to be using all of them. So we're going to get a variety of them, right? So we're going to need we need 3 gems, and we're playing 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So we're going to get a total of 7 different gems that we're going to be playing with or have a choice of. And since then, we're going to need 7 different level of gems. So like 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. So I want a variety of different values, so we just don't use all the level 3s or all the level 4s or all the level 5s. So let's see what we get. So we're going to shuffle it up. We're going to get 7 cards. Let's see. I'm going to say the most 2, 4, 6. The most we can have of any one value would be 2. So we get 2 level 3s, 2 level 4s, 2 level 5s, and a 6 or 7. That's fine. That's good variety. So let's pull out and see what we get here. This should be super cool. I did this once before and then I stopped, but AEON'S End, I love AEON'S End, and I need to play it more. So the only way I'm going to force myself to do it, and yeah, it sounds like lightning outside. The only way to really force myself to do it is to do like a campaign instead of like a one-off. This way, everyone's kind of on the same page. And yeah, we've been shuffling. We're shuffling. Here we go. Let's pick a card now, huh? Let's pick a card. Card number 1. Bam! Here it is. What is it? It is this one. This is the Shifter Pearl. Is that right? Sifter Pearl. Yeah, I couldn't read it. Gain 2 ether. Each player reveals the top card of their deck and either discard it or returns it to the top of their deck. Cool. So when you buy this, each player reveals the top card of their deck and either discards it or returns it to the top of their deck. So that is a level 3. Boom. We're moving on. Here's another 3. So this is the only 2 level 3s we're going to get. Quickening Quintite. Gain 2 ether. You may discard a card in hand. If you do, focus any player's number 2 breach. Alright, Quickening Quinite. Alright, let's see what our next card is. Bam, it's a 4. This one will stay in play. We're going to play with this one. This is going to be the Diamond Cluster. Gain 2 ether. If this is the second time you have played Diamond Cluster this turn, gain an additional 2. So get a couple of these suckers, put them together, and make sure they come out together. And you're going to get 6 ether for those 2 total. Alright, let's see what else we have. Nope, that was a level, that's a cost of 3, another cost of 3. Ooh, here's a 6. Bam! It's the Bloodstone Jewel. The Bloodstone Jewel says when you gain a Bloodstone Jewel for the first time on your turn, gain 3 ether. And then when you play it, you gain 3 ether. So when you buy it, you actually gain 3 ether. And then when it comes out, it gives you 3 ether. So that's cool. Alright, so we have that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. And another cost of 3. Another cost of 3. 3. Oh, we got another 6. This one stays in play. This is the Clouded Sapphire. It costs 3 ether. If this is the first time you've played Clouded Sapphire this turn, an ally gains a charge. Oh, nice. So get this. Start giving your allies charges. Costs us 6. So we got 2 3s, a 4, and 2 6s so far. So we have 5 cards. And another level 3, another level 3. A lot of these cost 3. Ah, here's a 5. Let's see what we got here. Bam. This is the Erotic Ingot. And gain 2 ether. Gain an additional 2 ether if there is at least one Nemesis turn order card in the discard pile. Interesting. So kind of random, but if at least one Nemesis turn order card's in the discard pile, you get 4 as opposed to 2. So that's 2, 4, 6. So we need one more card. And that card is going to be, ooh, a 5. This is going to be interesting because we're going to have 2 3s, 2 6s, 2 5s, and a 4. Bam! The 5th one is the Burning Opal. Gain 3 ether. You may discard a card in hand. If you do, an ally draws a card. So you discard a card, they draw a card, and you gain 3 ether for 5. So that is going to be our group of, I'll go through one more time. Erratic Ingot. We have the Clouded Sapphire. You know what I'm going to do is we'll organize these by cost. We'll go from lowest to highest. There we go. All right, so lowest to highest. We have the Sifter Pearl for 3. We have the Quickening Quintite for 3. We have the Diamond Cluster for 4. We have the Erratic Ingot for 5. We have the Burning Opal for 5. We have the Clouded Sapphire for 6. And the Bloodstone Jewel for 6. So those will be our gems. Now, let's talk about our relics. Relics going to be doing the same way. We start with 2. Well, we need 2 every time. We have 4 different missions. So 2 and 4 is 6. So we're going to pull out 6 different ones. Again, same thing. No more than 2 of the same value. They range anywhere from like 3 up to all the way, I think, to up to 8. So we should get a good variety. Let's shuffle it up and see what we get, though. Do. You see, when you get all the expansions, you get quite a variety. What do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40, 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. It looks like about 51 if I didn't miss any. 51 different relics. Let's cut and see what we get. So we're going to start off with a level 5 or cost of 5. This is the Focusing Conduit.
Do you need these?
Yeah, one more. Yeah. We out? All right, Focusing Conduit. It's a relic. Attaches any player's breach. At the end of the player's casting phase, focus this breach. When this breach is opened, destroy this card. So you attach it to a player's breach. At the end of the player's casting phase, you focus the breach. And when the breach is opened, you destroy this card. Thanks. I do need something to drink for the pill, though. So it looks like, yeah, you attach this to a player's breach. At the end of the player's casting phase, you focus that breach. And I guess it just stays there every turn, focusing it until it's opened, and then you destroy the card. Interesting. Huh. Never seen that one before, so that's going to be interesting. And now we have number 2, and that is going to be the Blasting Staff, cost of 4. You may cast a prepped spell that you prepped this turn. If you do, that spell deals 2 additional damage. So you can prep a spell, cast it, and it does 2 extra damage with the Blasting Staff. Neat. Okay. We have a 3, so this one stays in play too. This is the Pain Conduit. Attaches to any player's breach. When a spell is cast from this breach, it deals 2 additional damage, then discard this card. So you attach it to a player's breach. When a spell is cast from the breach, it deals 2 additional damage, and then you discard this card. Interesting. So we got a 3, 4, and a 5 so far. Oh my gosh, we got an 8. And that's going to be, bam, the Blast Sphere. Cast on any player's prepped spell 3 times without discarding it, and then destroy it. Cast any player's prepped spell 3 times without discarding it, and then destroy it. So you basically cast somebody's spell 3 times and then destroy it. Okay. Then we have another 5. The Breach Extractor. Any player destroys up to 2 cards in hand, or destroy this and Greyhole gains 3 life. Any player destroys up to 2 cards in hand, or destroy this and Greyhole gains 3 life. And we have one more card, which cannot be a cost of 5. It is not. It's going to be a cost of 3. And so this will be rounding out. Everything is going to be the... Oops, here we go. Let's see there. The Polyphase Turbine. Polyphase Turbine. If this is the first time you played a Polyphase Turbine this turn, gain 2 ether. Otherwise, gain a charge and 1 ether. So it's a good way to get some extra money. For only 3. That's not too bad. Alright, so here is going to be a quick look at our relics. The Polyphase Turbine, cost of 3. The Pain Conduit, cost of 3. The Blasting Staff, cost of 4. The Breach Extractor, cost of 5. The Focusing Conduit, cost of 5. And then the Blast Sphere, cost of 8. So again, rules are going to be every time we go up against a new nemesis, we have to change out at least one of the gems and one of the relics and one of the spells. So we can't just use all of them. We're going to have to, we can't just use the same ones over and over again. We have to figure out when is the time to, use which ones are we going to use. When is it? So that's going to be half of the battle. Now, spells. We get, what is it, 7? Where's my rules? Not in there. There we go. Make sure I didn't mess this up, right? Because that would be kind of embarrassing. Wouldn't that be kind of embarrassing? I think it would be kind of embarrassing. Righto. So. Okay. No, I'm sorry. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 spells, 2 relics, 3 gems. Right. Okay. So 4 spells, plus the 4 enemies that we're facing. So that's going to be 8. So we're going to draw 8 spells. Again, no more than 2 of the same level. Let's see what we get here. A lot of spells. Look at how many spells. There's a boatload of spells. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2, 4, 6, 7. It looks like about 97 if I didn't miscount. 97 different spells. Hey Richard, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. We are setting up our own AEON'S End campaign. We've gone through and done our gems. We've done our relics. We're now pulling for spells. See if the camera focuses in on this here. Again, no more than 2 of any one cost. So, shuffling these up, and we're going to give it a nice cut. And let's get it going. Let's see what we get. Something good, hopefully. Something really good. All right, so we have a cost 5 spell right off the bat. Breach, Sinker, Echo, Cast, deal 1 damage, focus any allies, breach. Wow. And I think Echo has got some meaning. I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say what it is, but that's cool. All right, we have a cost 5, so this will be the only 2 for cost 5. And it's going to be, bam, the Fiery Torrent. Cast, deal 2 damage, deal 2 additional damage for each other Fiery Torment prepped by another player. So if both players have a bunch of these prepped, could do a lot of damage. That's a 5 and a 5. So let's see what else we get. A 6, so this one will stay. Resonate. Cast, deal 4 damage. If there are 6 or more other cards in your discard pile, deal 3 additional damage. So deal 4 damage if there are 6 or more cards in your discard pile. So you want to buy this later and get lots of cards in your deck. Cost of 6. All right. We can't have a 5. A 3. We can get a 3 though. This one is Conflagration. Link. 2 spells with link may be prepped in the same breach. Cast, deal 2 damage, and gain an ether. That's interesting. Alright, so that's a cost of 3. Cost of 4, we can get this one. Crescendo Array. Cast, deal 3 damage, gain 1 ether for each other spell you've prepped. So that's cool. That's a cost of 4. Alright. 6, yep, we can. This will be our other level 6 one. It's cost of 6. It's a Scurrying Bolt. Cast, deal 5 damage. You may lose 1 charge. If you do, reveal the top 2 cards of the Nemesis deck and return them in any order. Ooh, so you can kind of find out what the enemy is going to be up to and put them back so you know ahead of time. So deal 5 damage. You may lose a charge. If you do, reveal the top 2 cards of the Nemesis deck and return them in any order. That is our level 6. Alright. We have, level 2. We can get this one. Inner Fire. It's another link spell. 2 spells with link may be prepped in the same breach. Cast, deal 1 damage. If the Nemesis tier is 2 or higher, deal 1 additional damage. So this one, we might want to wait until we get to level 2 Nemesis. Alright, so that's a 2. 2, 4, 6, 7. We got 1 more. And it will be a 4. And this will be the last one. Infused Ignition. Cast, deal 3 damage. If Zaxos, Outcast, has 4 or less charges, he gains a charge. Sure, I guess we'll keep that. That's fine. Alright, so. Boom, boom, boom. Here is from lowest to highest our spells once again. And Inner Fire, cost of 2. Configuration, cost of 3. Infusing Ignition, cost of 4. Crescendo Ray, cost of 4. Fiery Torment, cost of 5. Breach Seeker, cost of 5. Resonate, cost of 6. And Scurrying Bolt, cost of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should be good there. All right. So that is our gems, our relics, and our spells that we're going to have to deal with. Now, we have to pick our 4 nemeses. Obviously, we'll do 4 last. 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 level 1 nemesis. Which one are we going to get? Which is going to be our level 1 nemesis that we're going to be going up against? Well, it's going to be this one right here. Oh no, the Umbra Titan. The Umbra Titan. Alright. Let's see what our level 2 nemesis will be. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 level 2 nemesis. Cut. Which one is it? Bum, 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 bum. Thrice Dead Prophet. The Thrice Dead Prophet. I do not even remember this guy, to be honest. Holy cow. I don't ever remember fighting him. Alright. Level 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 level 3s. Shuffle, shuffle. I can't see. As you can see, I can't see. Alright, and we'll cut. Let's see who is going to be our level 3 nemesis. Boom. The Ageless Walker. Wow, these are people I don't recall. The Umbra Titan. I don't recall the Thrice Dead Prophet. And now the Ageless Walker. Oh my gosh. We're in big trouble. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 level 4s. All we have left to do is get our mages. And we'll have our campaign set up. Alright. Shuffle. Shuffle. Cut. 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 And cut one last time. Let's see what we got. Boom. Fenrix. Fight Fenrix. Wow. So there you go. That is going to be our campaign. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, the Umbra Titan going into the Thrice Dead Prophet, into the Aegis Walker, into Fenrix. Are we going to be successful? Well, let's find out which mages we're going to take, and we'll decide on how successful we're going to be. Alright, so the Mage Randomizers. You can see tons and tons of mages when you have everything, all the expansions and everything. What do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 20. I miscounted because I don't know why. I think there's probably around 40 or 50 mages. Started counting over when I got to 20 for some reason. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But that could be a little bit wrong because some of these cards are some of them are blank where you can make up your own heroes, or if you lose a card, you can add it in. So there's not technically that many cards because some of them, like I said. But if I draw one of these, I'm just going to ignore it anyways. So I'm not going to try to shuffle these cards in and out. All right. So we're going to need how many mages? We're going to play with 2 mages at a time. 2 mages. So we're going to need 2. We're going to do this 4 times. So we're going to need 8 mages. That's not right. We need 6 mages because we only have to replace 1 at a time. 4 plus 2 is 6. Alright. Wish us luck. Let's hope we get some good mages. Here we go. Mage number 1. Boom, 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 boom. Desmodia. This is going to be the weirdest campaign ever. Half of these cards I don't even remember. I don't even remember her either. Desmodia. She's part of the team. Who else? Boom, 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 boom. Mesra. The Reader. Mesra the Reader. Okay, we'll get these mages in a minute. Bam. Brahma the Elder. I do remember her, I believe. It's 3. Yeah, so this one is a blank one, so obviously we're just going to ignore that. We have another one I don't even remember. Reth. Force of Nature. Reth. That is 4. Zahana. Nice. Finally somebody I do remember. Zahana. The Crimson Rebel. 5. One more mage, and it is Ilya. Alright. That is going to be... Wow, this is going to be a messed up campaign. Holy cow. Let's see if we can find some of these suckers. No. Reth. Did we get Reth? Can't remember. I kind of remember Reth. Did we? Yes, we did get Reth. So there's Reth. So let's a look at her board. She's got a complexity rating of 5 according to the back. And she's got a special level 3 breach. Is the Unbound breach. Any number spells with the same name may be prepped to an opened Unbound breach. When a spell is cast from an Unbound breach, that spell deals 1 additional damage for each other spell prepped in that breach. So if you can get a lot of spells with the same name, prep them all at the same time in the same breach, you'll do extra damage for her. Alright, she has the missing half is her special ability. Activate during your main phase. Reveal your deck. Place up to 2 spells with the same name from your deck into your hand. And up to 2 spells with that same name from your discard into your hand. Return your deck to the same order. What? Oh, hey. I need the drinks for the medicine. Thanks. So, she's got a way to get 2 spells together. She's got to use her special ability, but it looks like that is a good way to get 2 spells together so she can use them in her Unbound breach. But, yeah, Wrath, going to be kind of a complex character to run. But, yep, so that is 1. Let's see, who else do we have here? No. Do we have this guy? No. Okay. Thanks. All right. No. Here we go. Here is Desmodia. Complexity rating of 7, according to the back. Desmodia's 4 breach is the Void breach. Any number of spells may be prepped into an open Void breach when Desmodia is exhausted. She does not discard her Void breach. Okay, that's interesting. Her special ability is... activate during your main phase. An ally draws 3 cards, then place any number of cards in your hand into their hand. Then that ally places the same number of cards in their hand into your hand. So you're basically, an ally is going to draw 3 cards, then you're going to take any number of cards from your hand and add it to their hand. And then the ally is then going to place the same number of cards back in your hand. So you could probably, your ally is going to draw 3 cards, so they're going to have 8 cards. Then you can give them all of your cards, and then they can figure out the best 5 cards to give you back. Wow. Especially, right, if you have Desmodia working with Wrath, that might be a good way to get all of her spells together without using her special ability, because you can use her special ability, give all the cards to her, and then she can get all her spells together and then give the cards back to her. That's interesting. So these 2 might work well together. That's interesting. Just thought of that. All right, let's see who else we got here. Sahana. Complexity of 3, pretty straightforward. She has the glyph tokens, and then when an ally gains a card with a glyph token on it, an ally or Sahana resolves that token's effect, then the token is returned to Sahana. When Sahana gains a card with a glyph token on it, place the glyph token on any card in the supply unless you are playing with 1 mage. When a card with 1 or more glyph tokens is removed from the supply, return those glyph tokens to Sahana. So basically, she's got tokens she puts out there. When either her or an ally buys those, then whatever the glyph is, she gets like the little bonus. Her special little ability is Inscribe. Activate during any player's main phase. Grey Hole gains 5 life. Yeah. And then place any 2 glyph tokens on top of any card in this supply. So that is Sahana, but she does not have no level 1 breach. And her 2 3s and 4s are not open either. So she's got no open to start with. Alright, so that is 3. Let's see what else we have here. No. No. Barma. We'll go with Barma. She has no special ability or complexity rating. She probably came out before they started doing that. Activate during your main phase. Any player gains 4 life. She starts with an open breach. Number 1. Looks like very standard character. Probably one of the original ones. So that's, let's see how many we've gone over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a couple more. Who are we missing? Mazra. Well, I just found her right now. Boom, there's Mazra. Complexity of 6. Mazra's 3 breach. Is a research breach. When a spell is cast from an open research breach, the player who casts that spell gains a charge. Set aside all cards with Mazra's in their name that cost more than 0 ether. These form Mazra's personal upgrade deck. Cards in this deck can only be gained using Mazra's research ability. Alright, so her special ability is research. Activate during your main phase. Destroy a card with Mazra in the name in your hand. Gain a card with Mazra in the name from the personal upgrade deck that costs 3 more than the destroyed card and place that card in your hand, or return to your hand any card with Mazra in their name in your discard pile. So interesting. She's got like a separate deck of cards that she's going to be trading cards with. Because she starts with cards that have Mazra's study. She has 2 copies of these spells, and then she's going to be trading those in for her own personal deck cards, it looks like. And kind of swapping these back and forth. Okay. And then last but not least is Illa. Let's see if we can find her. Here she is. Look at that. We actually found everyone. She's got a complexity rating of 4. No special text on the back. Her special ability is Life Embrace. Activate during your main phase. Cast all of your prep spells without discarding them. Any ally returns a card to their discard pile to their hand. An ally returns a card in their discard pile to their hand. So you get to cast all your prep spells without discarding them. And an ally returns a card from their discard pile to your hand. Seems pretty good. Starts with an open breach. Number 1. Pretty standard stuff there. Complexity rating only 4. Pretty easy. Pretty easy, yeah. So, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, that is our group again. Ilya, Mazra, Brahma, Sahana, Reth, and Desmodia. And of course, they will be going up against the Umbra Titans first. So 2 of them, again, we're going to be playing with 2 mages, so we're going to try to figure out which 2 of these guys we want to put up against the Umbra Titans with our spells, figure out which spells we want to use, and our relics, and our gems. And then, once hopefully we complete and defeat Titan 1, then we have to change out at least one gem, one relic, one spell, and one of the and one of our mages as well, as we go up against the thrice dead prophet. Alright, so that is going to be the setup of the campaign. Hopefully everyone followed along with that. I'm going to have to spend some time digging out all the special cards that go with each of these heroes, and setting up the decks and getting out all the extra pieces and parts and this, that, and the other thing. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, that is set up and ready to go. We just need to get everything physically set up now. And we'll hope to see you guys when we start the campaign of AEON'S. We'll come up with a cool name for it. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we actually have all 6 of our mages are all ladies. So maybe this Modi, I think she's probably a mage. I don't she looks female. Let's see if it says anything. I mean, if you look at the back, it looks like she's wearing a dress, so I'm going to go with the lady. Right? So, anyways, maybe we'll have some kind of a name for our ladies. Alright, interesting enough. Anyways, thanks everyone for coming out and checking this out. Hopefully, leave a comment down below. And hopefully we'll see you when we actually get first adventure set up and ready to go. Probably sometime later this week, or maybe this coming weekend. Alright guys, until then, everyone have a good evening, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.